Hello again, everyone. This is Jan from New York City, and my channel name is Jan from New York City Saves Money. How's everybody doing this afternoon in a slow cooker Sunday show? Listen, I have a couple of really nice and easy recipes, and it comes from the Dump Recipe book from Crockpot. You're going to really love these two. They're very simple, and all the ingredients just need to be dumped in. Hey, listen, for busy weeknights and early mornings, I can't think of an easier thing to do. So let's get right to it, and I'll be right back. Okay, thanks for coming back. I'm sorry for that light shadow that happens in the middle, but that's just a technical issue from recording. And the name of this recipe is Chicken and Sweet Potato Stew. You know something? It has such a fall festive feel to it. I just thought you may really appreciate this recipe. And it's quite simple too, because the mere fact is that it's one of the dump recipes really does make life easier. Because in certain other recipes you have to do other prep work, like maybe brown something. In this case, no browning at all. Just dumping and then just going. A really good to go, especially on a hurried weekday. So without further ado, we'll get right to the actual recipe. So I'll be right back. So here we go with the chicken and sweet potato stew recipe. And here's what you're going to need. 4 boneless, skinless chicken breasts, cut into 1-inch pieces. 2 medium sweet potatoes cubed, 2 medium Yukon Gold potatoes cubed, 2 medium carrots cut into 1/2-inch slices, 1 can 28 ounces of whole stewed tomatoes, 1 cup of chicken broth, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of paprika, 1 teaspoon of celery seeds, 1/2 a teaspoon of black pepper, 1/8 of a teaspoon of ground cinnamon, 1/8 of a teaspoon of ground nutmeg, and let me make sure I have this measure right, 1/4 cup of chopped fresh basil, and that, by the way, is optional. So basically, you're going to combine the chicken, potatoes, carrots, tomatoes, broth, salt, paprika, celery seeds, pepper, cinnamon, and nutmeg, all of it, I should have just said, in your slow cooker. You're going to cover it. You're going to cook it on low 6 to 8 hours, or on high 3 to 4 hours. Then you're going to optionally garnish each serving with basil. And this makes 6 servings. So how easy is that? I really like that fall feel to this dish, you know, combining the chicken and the sweet potatoes. How could that possibly ever be bad? When I come back, I'm going to come back with another recipe. Today, actually getting 3 easy recipes. There you go. So hang on tight. Okay, up next is a recipe called Fantastic Pot Roast, and with really good reason. This recipe is so simple, it's just not to be believed. So what we're going to do is flip this over real fast. Okay, Fantastic Pot Roast. You're going to need 1 can, 12 ounces of cola. You're going to need 1 bottle, 10 ounces of chili sauce, 2 cloves of garlic, and a 2.5-pound boneless beef chuck roast. All you have to do is combine cola, chili sauce, and garlic in the crock pot or your slow cooker. Add the beef, turn it over to coat, cover, cook on low 6 to 8 hours. Serve with cooking liquid. That's it. And it makes 6 servings. Talk about when you're really tired, a real fast, well, not fast, but a real throw together, fast to assemble, but you have all day long to let it cook and turn into a fantastic pot roast. And when I get back, I'm going to come back with a really simple dessert for your slow cooker. Okay, thanks so much for sticking around, and this recipe could not be easier. And to be honest with you, I was a little surprised that sugar is not included in this recipe, but you'll see it. Pumpkin cranberry custard. Okay, and the filling itself looks like a pumpkin pie filling. So let's see where we go with this, and I'll be right back with the flip. Talk about a simple recipe. Holy smokes. Pumpkin cranberry custard. 1 can 30 ounces of pumpkin pie filling. 1 can 12 ounces of evaporated milk. 1 cup of dried cranberries. 4 eggs beaten. 1 cup whole or crushed ginger snap cookies. Combine the pumpkin, evaporated milk, cranberries, and eggs in a crock pot or your other slow cooker. Stir to blend. Cover, cook on high 4 to 4.5 hours. Serve this with ginger snaps if desired. So I assume that the bit of tartness, sweetness, if you will, comes from the dried cranberries and the optional ginger snap cookies. I wonder what I would do with this. I'd probably take that filling and make my own cookie crust and just throw it on and consider it sort of like a pie. Or just do what it says here. Either way, it has no choice but to be very festive, very holiday-ish, and definitely very, very pumpkin lover. And in the meantime, this has been Jan from New York City. Thank you so much for viewing, and I really do appreciate your time. Please come back tomorrow for some more money-saving ideas. Have a great remainder of your weekend. Take good care.